We are still into angles in standard position. Last time we spoke about the quadrants. So an angle is said to be in a particular quadrant if its terminal side lies in that quadrant. So this one, for example, alpha, okay, or angle A, whose degree measure is negative 135 degrees. So this is a clockwise direction. When our degree measure is negative, that means the direction of our rotation is clockwise. Negative 135 degrees, the terminal side will fall in the third quadrant. So this is a quadrant 3 angle. How about when an angle has a degree measure of 68 degrees? Well, obviously, it is going to be a first quadrant angle. How about when our angle has a degree measure of 90 degrees? So the terminal side will fall exactly at the vertical axis. So it does not belong in the first quadrant, and neither does it belong in the second quadrant. We call these angles as quadrantal angle. It's the same with a straight angle. So this one is produced by a rotation that is equivalent to 180 degrees. So this one is 180 degrees. And it is neither in the second nor in the third quadrant. We also call this a quadrantal angle. Okay, so let us label our rectangular coordinate system with their corresponding angle measures. When your initial side stays there, when you will not produce any rotation, that angle is said to be an angle with a degree measure of 0. When you make a one-fourth of a complete revolution, okay, 1/4, your rotation will bring you to the vertical axis. So that means it's going to be a 90-degree angle. So that angle, this angle, is going to have a degree measure of 90 degrees. When it is 1/2 of a complete revolution, it's 180 degrees. When it is 3/4 of a complete revolution, it is 270 degrees. So starting from your initial side, if you were to rotate the arm 3/4 of a complete revolution, okay, that is where you will end. And you will draw your terminal side. So your angle A has a degree measure of 270 degrees. Again, when your angle is positive, when the degree measure is positive, our rotation is counterclockwise. When we make a full revolution, one complete revolution, then the angle is said to have a degree measure of 360 degrees. So these are the quadrants: quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So when we produce an angle, when we rotate the other arm of your angle, where that arm or where that terminal side will fall will tell us the quadrant for that angle. Okay, so this is the challenge. Sketch the angles and find their quadrants. 730 degrees. So how do we produce an angle with a degree measure of 730 degrees? So one complete revolution is 360 degrees. So to get to 730 degrees, you will make 2 revolutions. Okay, so you will make another revolution. Okay, but 2 revolutions is 720 degrees. But this one is 730. So you will make an extra rotation counterclockwise that is equal to an extra 10 degrees. Okay? So 10 degrees plus 720 degrees is equal to 730 degrees. So obviously our angle is in the first quadrant. How about negative 230 degrees? So starting from our initial side, we will make a clockwise direction. Okay, from here, from our initial side to this point, it is negative 180 degrees. So that means we must add an extra negative 50 degrees to get to negative 230 degrees. Okay? So we will make an extra negative 50 degrees rotation. This is negative 50 degrees. So negative 50 plus negative 180 is negative 230 degrees. And then, of course, we must write or we must draw our terminal side. So a negative 230 degree angle is a quadrant 2 angle. How about 290 degrees? One half of the complete revolution is 180 degrees. And then, when we add another 90 degrees, that's going to be 270. But we are aiming to produce 290 degrees. So we will add an extra 20 degrees. 20 degrees. So this one is 270 degrees plus another 20 degrees. So that's going to be equal to 290 degrees. This angle is in the fourth quadrant. A 290 degree angle is in the fourth quadrant. How about this one? Negative 190 degrees. Again, we shall make a clockwise rotation. This one is negative 180 degrees. So we will make an extra negative 10. Extra negative 10. Negative 10 degrees. Okay? So that's it. That is our angle whose degree measure is negative 190 degrees. How about negative 290 degrees? Again, it is going to be in the clockwise direction. So one half of a full revolution is negative 180 degrees. 3/4 of a complete revolution clockwise is negative 270 degrees. But we are aiming for a negative 290 degree angle. So we will add an extra negative 20 degrees. Okay? Okay. So we shall add an extra negative 20 degrees to produce our negative 290 degree angle. So a negative 290 degree angle is in the first quadrant.